Okay, quick video tour of my own little food forest I've started. This is when I first walk out the front door of my house. There is a thornless blackberry bush over here, and then a bunch of passion fruit vines growing. You can see some of the flowers up there, the passion fruit, which actually gives you fruit. That's edible. And then there's grapevines growing. So that's just in the front part. And then of course I've got my little pots of things up here. Some rosemary, some moringa. What else we got? That's a baby papaya. Lemon tree. Olive. Another moringa, which is much bigger than the other one. And another lemon tree, which is large. And another rosemary. And let's see, and there's another grapevine over there on the other side of the house. Those are not doing as well because there used to be trees over here on this side, which I had cut down this year. So, and then there's the fruit trees, which need some major attention here because they're so weighted down with Texas nectarines that the little branches are breaking. They're not very old trees, so their branches are not that strong yet, so I have to get to those at some point here, hopefully today. And let's see, that's just the front yard there. I'm going to do some weed whacking. And I have sunflowers growing everywhere. I'm trying to remember where everything. There's more passion fruit there. There's more passion fruit growing up that tree over there. This is all planted with sunflowers, and then I did some beans. I threw my rose trimmings on top, keep the birds off there from getting the beans. And then I have a bunch of pumpkins. I'm stepping on things. Pumpkins and melon plants, honeydews and cantaloupes and things planted over here. Oh, and potatoes. There's also some garlic and things kind of buried underneath there. And there's more of the same on that second raised bed over there. And everything's looking a little peaked and dry right now. It's pretty hot today. So some things are in need of watering again, even though it rained a couple days ago. Everything's drying up pretty quick again. Then I've got ginger and turmeric planted in this raised bed, and then a couple of volunteer melon plants. And same over there in that other raised bed. And let's see if I can make it through here. Oh, if I can pull this out, is a whole other story. I've got it pretty well gated in here. And the ground is so dry I can't even pull the sticks out at this point. Oh my goodness. Come on, thank you. Oh wow, they are dry today. Really gated in here. Okay. That's where the old greenhouse used to be. That got demolished when our grid went down and we had a lot of snow in Texas. There's all different melon plants and pumpkin plants planted around here. My poor little babies are in need of some water today. Should have filmed this yesterday, I guess. See, these guys that are in the shade are doing a little bit better. The Texas sun is really, look, you see the difference? One in the sun. See the leaves curling from being so dry. And the difference just because this one's in the shade. These ones are in the shade, so they're doing much better. So they're not getting the sun beating down on them. This is my other bed that I already cleared out, but still has some potatoes planted in there. I don't know if I have some potatoes and garlic and onions planted in here, and I pulled out a bunch of stuff already. There was, let's see if you can see these guys. Well, these are called dragon tail radishes. I had a whole line full of them, and I pulled them all out so I could redo this bed. and just waiting for these potato plants to finish up so I can get the rest of the potatoes out and the onions and then redo this bed. I've already redone this bed. It's all seeded. It needs some serious watering though. Otherwise the seedlings are gonna die on me. They haven't started to emerge yet though, so I might be okay. Then all my beets and various lettuces and endives and some tomato plants. Some of these things are hard to see with all this green. But a bunch of beets, and the leaves are edible too. And then there's the spicy lettuce. I always like to forget the name of this thing. La 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 la. I'm not gonna remember now again. That'll come to me eventually. But some of them are getting dry. I'm letting some of them go to seed. So, and yes, definitely gonna need to water. And then there's more melons and things over here. Even the sunflowers are looking a little peaked today because of the heat. But yeah, the ground got really dry. Let's see, and then we have the Swiss chard, which is taking off pretty well, and then there's a whole big huge mix of stuff I just like threw in there. Different endives, spinach. There's spinach in there. There's I hate it when I can't remember the name of that other one. I always forget that spicy lettuce. I can't think of it. I'm trying to picture the package of the seeds. I have ones that the baby chicks or something has plucked out some of my seeds on me and moved them into the pathway on me. I always forget the name of that other stuff. That bothers me. Anyways, this is the spicy lettuce here. And eventually it'll come back to me. And some of the endives. And more Swiss chard. And then I have blueberry bushes, which are, a few of them are ready to pick every once in a while. So I come out here and I check on the garden and pick me some blueberries that are ready before the birdies get them. I do have some netting I could cover them with, but there's only 2 bushes right now, so I'm not really too worried about it. So I come out here and pick me a few when they're ripe and ready. What's up, Persia? There's my kitty. What's up? You want some blueberries? No, you gonna have some beets? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Get out of there, mister. That's not your litter box. Better get out of there. No. Persia, what are you doing? Psst, get out of there. Go on. Shoo. Go ahead. Oh, asparagus. There's a few more around too. I'm letting that one set seed. And let's see. I saw some more blueberries around here somewhere. Whoops, missed one on that one. There's one. And there's another. Yes, I hear you, birdie. The birds are mad because I'm picking the blueberries. You hear the birdies? It's you guys' job to keep the birds out of here. Oh, quite a few today. Every time I go to walk away, I see another one. Got a couple of handfuls now. And there's Tigger. Say hi, Tigger. Oh, I am going to beat your butt, cat. Now, brat. No, my cat. Thinks he's helping in the garden. He's not helping. Okay, so then we have, let's see, some okra back here, along with more melons and pumpkins and things. This is the okra. And they usually get really tall, but these are the smaller ones. You see, it's getting some flowers on it, and it's already starting to grow some okra, actually. But there is the fruit of the plant. And there's one of the flowers. And I'm going to start keeping an eye on this, too. Hey, Persia. Oh, I'm going to end up smushing these berries in my hand. Hi, chickies. These are the babies. Are you getting the bugs off the okra for me, guys? And that's pretty much all of that for food there. There's a big old pear tree over there. And more sunflowers, of course. I have sunflowers everywhere this year. I just threw seeds everywhere. And my laying hens back there. And what else? And another volunteer plant. Melon of some kind. And let's see, what else do we have on here? I don't know, I have so many things. I forget some of them sometimes. There's apple trees, a couple apple trees planted over here. Little baby cherry tree over here. Working on it. I had a bigger one. I had 3 great big olive trees that were planted over here. And when we had that really bad cold spell, not last winter, but the winter before, when the grid went down here in Texas, my olive trees and my cherry tree died, and some of my blueberry bushes and crepe myrtle trees, all kinds of stuff just died from the really bad cold snap that we had. And then I always do water barrels and stuff around the house. Keep water storage. I put in an additional pond for water storage, and I use a water pump. There's the duckies. Other one's sitting on a nest right now. Hopefully she's going to hatch them out. My other poor mama didn't get to hatch her babies out because a nasty old raccoon got at them. So that's pretty much the tour here. And I've got things planted a little bit everywhere. And this little tiny, it's not even an acre. So, but there is a lot of food planted in this little bit of property. So, yeah. And I just had gotten a new greenhouse put up, but it wasn't put up till late, so I really didn't get a chance to use it this year. And it gets so hot so fast here in Texas that, yeah. You can start setting seeds out pretty early in the year. And there's my other grapevine. Oh, I'm forgetting about the grapees. These are my first grapes. So I'm actually getting some grapees this year. And it looks like they're getting ready to be picked. I don't know. I've never done them before. So, and I bought a few different varieties. And these are one of the ones that survived. And then I've got another one over in here, another one further down there, and then another one on this other side of the house. There was 7 of them, but those are the only ones that actually survived and made it through that cold snap. Here's a little closer look at the passion fruit. I wish I can get one of those flowers closer for you guys. See that? But I miss the passion fruit flower. They're really pretty, and they're just kind of taking over the I believe it's my internet line that goes to the house that they're taking over. Some of my sculptures that I work on, and there's the crazy kitty cats that follow me all around the yard. The chickens try to too. And then these are the fruit trees, the nectarine trees that I really need to pick today and get them off the trees because they are getting overripe and so heavy that one of my branches actually broke right there. So it's a pretty good sized branch, but it's so weighted down with fruit that, yeah, they're going to need to get picked today. And I'm going to have to do some trimming so that they're a little stronger for next year and preferably not quite so tall. because I have some health issues and back problems, and there's no way I'm carting a ladder and climbing up to pick fruit off of trees. It's just not possible at this point in my life. So, but yeah, I got my little bucket ready, and I brought my little trimmers out, so that's going to be my next video, probably, doing these guys. So that's what we've got going on here. This place was completely empty when I moved here. The only thing it had at all was weeds. There was not a single flower or plant. It was just weeds and oak trees and a bunch of garbage that was laying around. So still working on the garbage part, but we're getting there. And the front of the house is a prettier color now. That's a nice thing. Gotta finish the rest of it, but there's only me here, so I'm working hard, a little bit at a time, as a little, as I can do it anyways, and getting her done. But yeah, I think the gardens are taking over at this point. I can't keep up with everything. So if anybody ever needs anything as far as food goes, come on out, give me a hand, and I'll be happy to share.